Hey there, Phoenix fans! Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more Planet Zoo. Yes, that's right, Planet Zoo. I am back here in the zoo that I started a long time ago, back when the game first came out, and I haven't really been in this game in a very, very long time. I think the last time I was in here was when the Arctic DLC came out, and I just kind of logged into it and just kind of played around with it a little bit to see what kind of fixes and stuff was in there. I think I was in here for one of the patches as well, but really, I've not really done much with this game, and it's very, very sad because I really want to like this game, yet I keep getting let down every single time I try to play it. It's just, there's so many problems that I have with the game personally that it keeps me from liking it as much as I want to, but I am trying to give it a fair shot, and I keep seeing all these fantastic creations on my Twitter feed, and I see things that, you know, some people have been making on YouTube and stuff like that, and I love what some of you guys out there are doing with this game, and it makes me want to try some more at the game. So despite my differences with what Frontier decided they wanted to do with the game, I am going to kind of try to get back into this. And that's basically what I did this morning. So I got up today and I decided I was going to play some Planet Zoo today. I was going to start at the game and let's see if we can kind of continue where we left off. So the other day I asked on my YouTube channel, I asked, should I try to just start completely over, or should I actually go in and just maybe try to continue from where I left off here in my zoo, which, by the way, still doesn't have a name. For now, I'm just calling it Phoenix Zoo, but it will have a different name in the future. And nobody really, I had a few people post about it, but nobody really seemed to care or not, so that's fine. But most of it seems to be unanimous, at least the answers and stuff that I got was to continue from where I left off. So even though there were very few answers, most people said I should continue where I left off, and that's kind of what I was kind of thinking too, because I'd hate to start all the way over, because I had all these cool things that I did, and I had all these ideas and stuff, but there was just a lack of animals that I personally wanted to use in the game, and there's still a lack of animals that I personally want to use in the game. There's a lot of, like, they added a lot of animals in the last DLC. We're getting ready to get brand new DLC, which comes out on April 7th, which is kind of maybe possibly got me hyped a little bit more for the game. Even though there's only like 2 animals I even care about, and that's like that monkey. That monkey is probably the cutest of all monkeys, and the other one is the jaguar. You guys know me. If you do know me, you know I love like the big cats and stuff, the lions and tigers and stuff like that. So the jaguar is exciting. I'm looking forward to playing around with him. Mostly I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of new additions we have to piece-wise, like building pieces and stuff like that, and foliage. So I'm excited to see what kind of things they're add to that. I don't expect a lot out of it. If it's one thing I've learned so far about this game is not to be hyped anymore about it, because I just end up letting myself down even more. But anyway, like I said, I got back into I started the game back up this morning with the intention of just kind of going around and seeing what my thoughts and stuff was. And I started playing around with it and kind of continuing from where I left off. And I think I come up with something pretty good. So then as I was building, I was just like, I'm just going to go live on Twitch. And yeah, just kind of that way I could talk with my friends and stuff and talk with my fans as I'm building. So that was pretty much my entire day. Just basically I've been playing Planet Zoo, and I've been talking and building on Twitch and stuff. And what you guys are about to see is the end work of all of that. So it's definitely not 100% finished yet, but I'm pretty happy with the results so far, and I figured it was good enough to actually show you guys. So I want to introduce you all to my new Grizzly habitat. If you watched the last video or watched me last time I was streaming, you'll know that I was kind of doing this area up here, which is kind of an overlook. I want to do like a mountain kind of zoo. Something very Appalachian, something that kind of mixes in maybe a little well with Silverwood Park, which is my Planet Coaster park. And, you know, maybe they're in the same county or same area or something. So I want to do kind of mountains and stuff like that. But I was working around with the landscaping tools, and oh my god, the landscaping tools are absolutely terrible in this game. For tiny little details, they're actually quite good, but try to build a mountain, and it's absolutely horrible. I took forever just trying to get what we have. I'm not talking about what is on top right here. I'm talking about just trying to raise all this land up and actually get somewhat of a mountain. It was just terrible. But I was able to get it and start on it. And then I last left off, I was building this little area right here. And I don't think you guys saw this, but this is what I was kind of working on last time I left off on this on Twitch. And I remember seeing that zoos and stuff, a lot of zoos will have these like pits. They'll have the viewing area, like the paths and stuff where the guests are. And then they'll have the animals down in their habitat, but there will be a section between the animals in there. And it's not usually filled with water, but I wanted to add the water just because I like the look of water, and I thought it would just kind of give it a little bit of something. So I kind of did that. And also, if a child happens to fall into the habitat, they'll drown first before the bears ever eat them. So, you know, bonus on that, at least we won't have to kill any bears for killing an innocent kid, because the kid will drown. So I don't even know what that was. Something just blew up. I think it was probably one of my power supplies. I put just to kind of get some things going, I put a solar panel on top of the mountain up there to kind of get power up there. So I think it just blew up. Anywho, just kind of working around today. I built this pretty much all the day. I ended up moving all of this back because I kind of added this waterfall in here. And I didn't even know I was going to build a waterfall, but I ended up building a waterfall. And by the time I started building the little pond down at the bottom, there just wasn't enough space in between here and there. So I was like, I need more space. So I moved the path back this way and raised it up a little bit too, because I decided it needed to be raised more, so that you're kind of looking down upon the bears. And then did that, so that was a pain. But then I just started finishing everything up with like little details. We put this log across right here, which I really wish that the grizzlies would kind of climb across it. I would love to see a grizzly just kind of walking across this log to get to the other side. I know they can walk over here, and I know they can walk over here, but they won't go across this log. And that saddens me, because I would love to see that. And most everybody that was in my Twitch chat was like, y'all, that sucks that they won't do it. And I'm like, I know, right? We gave them some enrichment items, and I just kind of fixed up some foliage and stuff in there. And we also have a cool little bear cave up there as well, which has one-way glass in it. And the reason I did that is because I wanted like a giant area where people can, a big bear cave basically. So once guests get up here on top of the mountain, they will be able to go into the cave, and there will be like an entire like edutainment center in here. Kind of like, you know how they have reptile houses, where I wanted to do something like a reptile house, but it's a bear house. It's a bear cave. So yeah, that was definitely the power supply, because yeah, the power supply that blew up was on top of the mountain here. My TVs aren't working, so since my TVs aren't working, there went the power. That sucks. Anyway, we have one-way glass right here, so the guests can see in, but it doesn't really phase the animals too much while they're in their cave. And then I also put some things in here. I put one of these barrel roll things here for them to feed out of, just so the guests can watch and stuff. It gives them a little something to have the things in there. Now, like I said, this is completely unfinished so far. I'm still doing a lot more work with this. All of this up here is definitely going to take some time, so I can't say when my next episode of Planet Zoo is going to be. But I do have some thoughts and things on that. I also want to put like a nice little restaurant up in here as well, and we're probably going to do some more habitats up here as well. And I don't know, I'm thinking about maybe this will be like my wild mountain or something like that, where we'll have like different kind of, I wanted to do North American animals, but there's just not enough. Like, I wish we had cougars and stuff, but we just don't. We have wolves and bears, and that's pretty much about it. So I would love to see some other like awesome animals and stuff added, and not just North American animals, but there's a lot of great animals that we're missing. We're missing penguins. We're missing kangaroos. You know, like, why are there no kangaroos? And, you know, just different things like that. But, yeah, this is what I kind of worked on today. And I wanted to jump in here, and I just wanted to do a video just to kind of show you guys that I'm trying, once again, to play some Planet Zoo. And I'm trying to basically come to grips with it, that it's not going to be the game that I want. And, yeah, it's unfortunate. And I do want to love it. And I just want to give it another shot and give it another try and play around with it here. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about my new grizzly habitat. Let me know all your thoughts, your suggestions, because right now, I'll be honest, my creativeness in this game isn't really all there. And I honestly don't really have a clue what I'm kind of doing as far as like where I'm heading with it or anything. So I will take suggestions and thoughts for the park in the comments and stuff below, and I'll listen to what you guys had to say, and kind of maybe some of you can guide me, and we can kind of build this zoo together. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But like I said, we're probably going to work on some restaurants areas and stuff in that, and our inside of our cave, and do some things of that. I've got some other plans for the rest of the park. The other side of the park over there that we're looking at now is going to be the safari area. So all the elephants and stuff I'm kind of thinking are going to be over there. And I want to do like this huge, like refrigerated indoor area. And we're probably going to put like polar bears and stuff in there. So I'd love it if we had penguins, because penguins would go great in there too. So, but we also got wolves and some other stuff to play around with as well. So yeah. Anywho, that's going to do it for this episode of Planet Zoo, guys. Again, let me know what you think in the comments below, and let me know your suggestions in the comments down below. If you're not already following me here on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, check me out on my Twitter feed, and also check me out on Twitch as well. I even have an Instagram too if you want to follow me there. I'm not on it a whole lot, but you can. I'm going to head out of here, get some sleep. You guys have a great rest of the evening, wherever you are in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thanks for watching.